What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? TBucci here, aka Tanner, and today I'm bringing you guys my very first Star Wars Battlefront gameplay, playing some Walker Assault on Hoth, one of my favorite maps on the old Battlefront, and definitely my favorite map on the new Battlefront. This game is really epic. It's probably one of my favorite games this year. Definitely going to be buying the deluxe edition and putting in mad, crazy hours into this game and making tons and tons of videos. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you stick around to check out those. Today I've been going to be using the E11, the cycler rifle, and the jump pack. Now, I'm going to be showing you how to score high in Star Wars Battlefront. So I'll go over some, tips and tricks, and if I have enough time at the end, I'll give my review of the game so far. So first, let me jump into the tips. So why am I credible? Well, I have a 3.09 KD and a 71% win-loss ratio, so I'd say that's, pretty good, above the average person. I would at least assume so. I've never seen anybody have at least even 50-plus scores in a game that I was in, not to mention 70-plus scores. I know they're out there, but, just not many of them. So, I feel like I have a good grasp on this game. I put a lot of time into the old game. I really enjoyed those as well. So I feel like I have a really good grasp on Battlefront and everything it has to offer. So what I want to start with is the basic character loadout. That'll be the easiest place to really get your character up and moving. Now, obviously, you're going to have to unlock all these things over time, but if you have everything unlocked, these are the best things you're going to want to have. You're going to be using the E11, the cycler rifle, the jump pack, and the personal shield. Now, you notice in this one that I'm playing, I don't have the personal shield because I just didn't have it unlocked at this time. And for your trait, you're going to want to be using sharpshooter. Now, I also didn't have that on in this gameplay. It would have definitely helped a lot if I did, but I also didn't have that unlocked. So those are the things you're going to want, though. Now, the reason you want the cycler rifle is because you are going to get to the moments where you're going to be exposed at a distance or have somebody head glitching something. Those will be the perfect time to get a nice little headshot. It is really only a one-shot kill with the headshot, but it's kind of like Halo in the sense that if you connect with the body, you can always pull out your, your primary and finish them up with that. Now, next you have the jump pack. Now, the jump pack is obviously really good because it allows you to, 1, escape from fights, 2, initiate fights, 3, get to a power-up faster, 4, get to a vehicle, a turret, whatever it may be. It's going to help you maneuver the map faster. It's going to get you out of a lot of times you're going to get shot at, and you hit your boosters, you just boost out of there. That's going to really help you survive more and more gunfights on the battlefield, and that's going to help you progress and keep killing more and more people and racking up more and more objective points and things like that. So those things will help you just alone. Now, the personal shield is one that I tend to forget to use a lot, so I really don't know how efficient that is, but it is a decent little thing if you get caught. You have a tiny bit of health left. You're about to make it into a building. You just need a little bit more room to go. You go ahead and activate that personal shield, and it should help you get there. Now, it doesn't work against cycler rifles or anything powerful of that nature, but it works against your average E11s and your 4 primaries that we have so far in the game. Now, the number one thing that's going to get you the most points and the highest score and basically make you the best team player on the team, because you can hold down objectives, you can hold down spawns, you can keep enemies out, whatever it may be, is going to be the vehicles and the turret. Now, the AT-ST is my personal favorite vehicle. However, if you get the AT-AT when it's down near the end of the map, when you have the entire end of the battlefield, is probably the best one, but it's kind of hard to get into because everybody wants to get into it. So I typically stick to the AT-ST and hang out in these turrets. Now, I prefer this turret over the other turret. The other turret has a charge-up laser. This one it's not as bad. It's just kind of like, you get to shoot like a machine gun. So it's not, you get kills much more efficiently than with the other type of turrets. The one that has like the big, I don't even know how to explain. It looks like a big antenna shield for like, some type of satellite company or something of that nature. So it's pretty simple to use this one. The only thing is you have to make sure you don't allow the gun to overheat, or you're going to be waiting a really long, awkward amount of times. And then now I do that. You'll see me do that a ton in this gameplay, but that's just because I was so eager to keep, taking people out, basically. And you'll notice in this gameplay that I'm spawn trapping like crazy. That's because that's really the next thing I want to talk about, is you need to learn how to spawn trap people. If you learn the spawns, there's really only like 2 or 3 spawns that they're going to spawn from, at least 2 to 3 different areas that they're going to spawn from. When they're in each section, you'll notice the section's kind of split into 3 pieces. If you look in the top middle of the screen, you'll notice there's like 3 steps basically to this game mode. And in all 3 of those steps, there's only like 3 primary places that they're going to be spawning from. So if you can learn those places, you can really rack up a bunch of kills, really keep them off of your teammate and allow your, robots to move down the field. And you're just going to really be a really good team player based on the fact that you're taking out the enemy before they can really do anything objectively. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is don't waste time. Support any way you can, whether that's going to be sniping people, whether that's going to be trying to look for power-ups to drop on airstrikes and smart rockets and things of that nature, whether it's being in a vehicle, a turret, anything, even the turrets that you can set down personally, the little, I can't even remember the name of them, you get them in the little power-ups, they're like just little basic set-down turrets. Those things are super BA, they destroy people over and over and over again, and of course, if you can become a hero, you know, be efficient with it, don't waste time. Now, that leads me to the next point with the hero. If you do become a hero, make sure you attack the spawns, because you're really hard to kill, and attacking the spawns as hard and as fast as you can is going to allow you to get the most amount of kills and just keep them under pressure and keep them from spawning. Now, with the hero, it's super simple to use. I don't really remember the 3 different moves for everybody, but all I really truly use is R1 to like jet forward with Luke, and I think you throw a lightsaber with Darth Vader with R1, but really all you need to do is just walk towards people, hold the left trigger so that you're blocking all their bullets, make the bullets go back and kill them, and if they want to stop shooting at you, then you just dash forward and hit your right trigger and you'll slice them in half. Super, super easy. Just attack the spawns, be productive with the hero himself. Now also, the next tip I want to say is play with a partner. Now, playing with a partner is completely game changing. This is going to allow you to spawn quicker, in a better location, I should say. You don't spawn quicker, but you spawn in a better location. If not, you're going to spawn in the generic spawn point that's on the map. If you have a partner, though, and he's in good location in the middle of the battle, you can spawn right in on him and, you know, rejoin the battle as fast as possible, which is going to allow you to maximize your kill potential or your objective potential, whatever whatever you need to do in that moment of battle. So playing with the partner is going to be super, super, super helpful. Now, the very last thing I want to talk about is fast reload. Now, you're going to notice that when you're shooting your basic assault rifle, you're going to have like an overheating effect that's going to go up to the top of the right. It's going to be a little bar at the bottom, a little circle, you know, bar at the bottom, and then it will go up. And when it hits the top, you're going to go into a cooldown mode. Now, what a lot of people aren't noticing from what I'm noticing on stream is they're not fast reloading. Now, fast reloading is going to allow you to really be really efficient. If you're good at it, you can just keep overheating your rifle and fast reloading and being right back into the fight and like super, super quick, maximizing your shooting potential, maximizing your ability to stay into the fight and not give up. Now, the final thing I want to talk about, since we got all the tips and tricks out of the way, is the review of the beta so far. Now, I really, really love this game. I think this may be one of the best shooters that I've played in a while. Now, they gave me a survey when I was playing the game, and they asked me a few interesting questions on how I felt about the game. And it was kind of interesting because I really, I was kind of honest with it. Like, they asked me, do you feel this experience is unique? And to be completely honest with you, I do not feel this experience is unique. I don't think it's unique to run around in vehicles and slaughter people on a battlefield. I mean, typically, even when you say, like, well, is it unique to use the Jedi? Well, not really, because you could be a Jedi in the old Star Wars Battlefront. So it's not that they're unique, but it is different, but not unique. It's the same concept, really, as Battlefield. It's just Battlefield with, Star Wars stuff, which, in my personal opinion, being a super, super huge Star Wars fan, is that I have no qualms with that at all. I really, really enjoy that. In fact, I would be okay with them canceling the Battlefield series and just coming out with Battlefronts every other year, Let's just do that, I think that that's the way that this thing really needs to go. But even as a beta, I'm really, really enjoying everything in the game. A couple of things may need reworked, obviously, and they totally know about this. It's not that this is not obvious, but when you're playing this Walker Assault and you're on the Rebel side, it is super, super hard to win. Now, I do have a gameplay that I'll be posting later in which I did win playing from the Rebel side. We destroyed all the ships. And there's a couple of tips for that one, and it's a little bit different. It's going to be based on basically if you're, instead of using the personal shield for your Y ability if you're on Xbox or your triangle ability on PlayStation, is you're going to want to use the ion shots, which are going to allow you to help destroy the ships faster and the vehicles, or even if someone's walking around like me in an ATST or in a turret, you're going to be able to stop them using those types of countermeasures. Now, I really think the beta so far is almost flawless for PlayStation. I've had no problems. I've had really no frame drops. I've had no resolution issues, no rendering issues. The connection's been great for me every single game. I've never had a bad connection yet. I've never had any issue with, like, noticing I'm shooting at someone and it's not working. It's never been bad for me. Even as, as a Jedi, I'm connecting with people. There's no weird lag issues that I'm having. So far, I have no glitches, no bugs, no lag. I have a pretty flawless beta from what they've given us. Now, the only thing I could really complain about, I suppose, is the lack of content in the beta. And that's not really something you can complain about because it is a beta. And, obviously, I do enjoy them saving things for last. Kind of like in the concept of Black Ops 3, we really know everything about that game already. So now when it comes out and it actually officially launches, it's not really going to be a surprise what's in that game because we've played everything in the beta. And then just today, as I'm making this video, they announced, which we already knew about before, they announced officially though the 9th specialist, which is the flamethrower guy. So now we officially know everything so far about all the specialists and their abilities, and that kind of ruins the whole idea of what's going on. And when day one and you jump in there and you have no idea what's happening, you get to just try everything out and you're all excited. Now we have like the best gun in Black Ops 3 videos, and Black Ops 3 isn't even out yet. So I kind of enjoy that this is how Star Wars is. It's delaying its ability to how should I say, release all of its content and spoil everything for us, because I don't want everything spoiled for me. So but yeah, I definitely enjoy this game so far. I really like it. I think you guys will like it too. It's tons and tons of fun. Is it a little repetitive in the beta? Sure, it's a little repetitive in the beta, but that's because it's a beta with, we have 2 maps. If you play Drop Zone, you have 1 map, and which, by the way, I have tons of Drop Zone gameplays, like 40+ kills, 50+ kill gameplays on Drop Zone. Maybe not a 50+, maybe just 40+ on Drop Zone, to be honest with you. But tons and tons of good gameplays coming your way. So if you guys are interested in seeing more Star Wars Battlefront content from me, I will be happy to provide. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you have a good night. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, at SlaveAssassin11, which is my old handle, but I'm going to keep that one for the moment here until I change the channel officially. And yeah, so I appreciate all the support. Hope you guys have a good day, have a good night, and peace.